Hey guys, it's Becky. This week for Thrifty Thursdays, Leslie and I are focusing on gelatos, stamps, and scraps. So I pulled out this piece of marshmallow cardstock. It's thicker. I don't think I'm going to use a lot of water, but I'm not sure. I pulled out this template. I got it at Tuesday morning. It came in this ginormous pack of a whole bunch of them. 39 of them. So I pulled out this one, and I've used one of these in the past for a layout with Kayla on it. And then for my gelatos, I think I am going to be using pink and orange and yellow. I think this is supposed to be gold. No, it says banana. Okay. And yellow. I think I'm going to kind of like go shh down here. And I pulled out some stenciling brushes to do it with. This is not my most comfortable thing to do. So wish me luck with that. So I have gelatos. And then we have stamps. Now I pulled out my bucket of roller date stamps. Well, not roller dates. Roller phrase stamps. I have some of these are completely unused, so I thought I would try to use these. And then for scraps, I pulled out all these scraps, and I'm imagining that probably I will use them to back my photos in, which I'm not sure even what photos I'm going to be scrapping at this time. I did find in my roller date bucket that I haven't had out for quite some time, I found all of these photos in pre-written. Look guys, I have stories already written. Look at all that journaling I already have written. I just need a scrapbook. What? I know. Can't believe I've misplaced these somewhere. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for Thrifty Thursday this week. And I will be right back to show you how it comes about. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I am completely out of my element. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go from light pink all the way down into yellow. So I'm going to start in this top right hand corner. I'm not going to leave this whole process in here because that's my least favorite thing to watch on YouTube is people doing mixed media. I think once you see like a minute of it, you kind of get the gist of what is happening. So I did start with the light pink, and now I'm going to go into a darker pink, and then I will go into an orange color, and then I will go into a darker yellow and then a lighter yellow. Actually, I think I used 2 orange colors to do this. So as you can see right here, I am done. I did try to pick out several stamps that I thought kind of matched the color, and I do use just this one rotary stamp. This stamp is by Maggie Holmes, and it says things like, "Hello beautiful, dream a little dream, treasured memories, shine bright, you make me happy, the sweet life, always and forever," things like that. And I just am kind of trying to keep the colors on each other. I don't know that I have done a layout where I tried to do the tone on tone or the color blocking as much. I've seen it done before quite a bit, but I'm not really sure that I have done it myself before. Now, I did pick out several different ink colors because I do have a lighter pink and a darker pink and a darker yellow and a lighter yellow. And then there's that orange that's right there in the center part. So I'm just going to continually stamp this. Some of them are straight, some of them are crooked, and that wasn't intentional. That was because I was not being very careful. So the ones that are crooked, they do kind of pop out at you because it's just not uniform. So it does kind of pop out at you. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and decide that I want to die cut some flowers. So I just go ahead and do a complete background almost the same. I do mess it up and put the darker yellow like before the orange or something like that. You can see where it's messed up a little bit. I'm going to gut this piece of paper out and also use that as a border. When I was looking at the page before and it was just the white, I kind of thought it needed a little something else, and none of the papers that I had were really light enough to carry this. So I just went ahead and did all the colors again, but I will get the center, and that's what I'm going to use to die cut out some flower pieces. You saw right there where I messed it up and I did yellow, then orange, then yellow. Yeah, that was me not paying attention to what I was doing. So I am going to use this as the frame to my page. I will pull out a die and cut out some flowers as well. I do believe I show it to you here in just a minute. Because I used the marshmallow cardstock, I had to pull out the big guns to trim it down. That little trimmer I have by Fiskars, I love it, but it does not do well with thicker cardstocks, such as this marshmallow cardstock. So I went ahead and used this one. I trimmed down probably about a 1/4 inch on all the sides. Now when I put it on that frame, it's not going to be even. It's going to be kind of crooked and wonky, not on purpose, just because I tend to not be able to do anything straight. I do use this double-sided tape to put it down. It's that red line tape, and I used that because it was on mixed media. There was gelatos on there. I wasn't really sure how well that it would hold. It ended up holding pretty good, actually. I am going to use these photos. These are photos of my sister and her daughter, Sarah. And I'm just going to title this #mother-daughter. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to say on here. Not even sure if this is a layout I'm going to keep or if I'm going to send it off for someone else. The way I get in my scraps is going to be, unless you want to call the gutting of the paper a scrap, which I personally would not, I'm going to use scrap vellum. That's the only other piece that I use on here. I don't use any pattern paper. I use this piece of scrap vellum. And what I'm going to do is there's the die I used. I layer up the colored pieces that I had die cut out of flowers. I layered vellum on top of them. And then I'm going to use like a little white button brad in the center to hold them down. Right here I'm just going to kind of place them around the page, trying to keep them tone on tone or color on color-ish. I do kind of move off the mark a little bit in some places. And that's okay. It looks really cute. I actually rather enjoyed doing this process. Mixed media, like I said, is not really my thing these days. There was a couple years ago where I really, really, really enjoyed it, but I've gotten away from it. And so it was really kind of fun to pull these out. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and pierce the paper to put in the brads into the flowers. I still need to cover up the brads in the back, actually, now that I'm looking at it. My brads, I still haven't put washi tape in the back, but I will do that. On this layout, what I'm going to end up doing for finishing touches is I did not have any enamel dots that matched just the way I wanted them to. So what I end up doing is I take a hole punch and I'm going to punch out the colors of the paper, the center part of the paper that I had cut out. I'm going to punch that with a hole punch and put those down around the page, and then I'm going to take some glossy accents and put them on top of it so they kind of have a little bit of a gloss, and they look kind of similar to a gem or an enamel dot. Right here is where my photos are going to land, and like I said, the title, I just put it toward the middle-ish, and it just says #mother-daughter because I wasn't really feeling all that inventive with the words on this day. Apparently, the mixed media part sucked all the creative I had out of me. I still have not seen what Leslie came up with this one for scraps, gelatos, and what was the other one? Stamps. Scraps, gelatos, and stamps. I have not seen what she has come up with yet, so I'm gonna hop over there and see what she has. Sometimes we'll share our stuff before, but on this one we didn't do that this week, so I can't wait to go check out her video. I will have her link down below so you can hop over there and see what she's up to as well. I know on our very first Thrifty Thursday she used stamps, and her layout was amazing. She's like magic with stamps, so I really can't wait to see. So you see right here is where I'm putting down those circles. Those are circles that I just used a hole punch. It's kind of a bigger sized hole punch, maybe a 1/4 inch, I'm not sure. And then I take the glossy accents and put on top. Some of them, I probably could have put a little bit more glossy accents on the top, but it's okay. I mean, it still looks really good. You can't see the ones that I could have used more glossy accents on unless you're really looking for it. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please hop over to Leslie's channel and show her a little bit of love, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye, guys.